How do you remove public hair? Friendly PSA. Just putting this out there for people who can't get pubic hair removal right. You may never. And that is okay. I've tried everything under the sun. Everything. Except laser. Prepping. Various shaving gadgets and techniques. Waxing. Epilating. Electrolysis. Post-care. DIYs. Creams. Gels. Sugaring. Etc. And it all results in irritation and ingrown hairs. I've never left a waxer's table without hairs still there. Blood. And tears. And these are highly accomplished professionals who I've been referred to by friends who are longtime clients. I swear my pubes grow directly out of my bones. Cold sweat smile. I'm not even particularly hairy. Like, my arm and leg hairs are so fine and blonde that they appear to only exist in the right band of sunlight. And I can literally count all my leg hairs. Lol. So, now, after 15 plus years of experimental torture, I just use a bikini trimmer and cut it short. I can shave labia, bikini line, and my few booty hairs without issue. But not mons. My dudes. I mention this to partners and not a single one has ever given a damn. They are thoughtful people who don't require who they're sleeping with to be completely hairless. It inhibits nothing and my skin is happy. Just sayin'. If you're hurting, stop. Don't abuse your bits. Purple heart. I will tell you right now, a trimmer is the route to go. Avoid razor burn and cutting yourself, and easily get your hair down to where you want it. Personally have a separate beard trimmer. I use Tears of Joy. Edit. Spelling. Go onto a browser. Open an incognito tab. I'm assuming from the context and the anon post you don't want it to pop up on search history. And then search for tutorials from strippers. They are the best. Also, just in case someone hasn't said this to you, it is your choice whether you remove hair and how much you want to remove. It isn't a requirement. And a lot of people I know don't go completely bare. Whatever makes you feel confident. You could go to a professional to get it waxed. Honestly though, shaving is not scary. That said, there's no actual reason you have to be bald to be intimate. There's waxing. Shaving. Always use shaving cream, gel or hair conditioner to help prevent razor bumps. Epilation. Laser hair removal are Nair-type products. Make sure you only use ones safe for your genital area. Your choice. My only recommendation is, be careful removing too much hair. The hair is there for protection and cleanliness. If you desire the bare look, go to a professional waxer. It would just be easier and less time, energy for you, depending on your level of bushiness. If you're going to be intimate with someone, it's important that you be able to talk about intimacy with them. How else will you understand your partner's needs and desires? This might be off the mark, but it kind of sounds like you want to get rid of the hair because you think that's what guys prefer? If you're doing it for you, that's great. But if you're doing it for him, not all guys are into that. Some like having you in your natural state. I'm guessing that in your conservative environment it's also a bit taboo to talk to your partner about any of this. So you're just guessing what would be appealing during intimacy based on what little information you have. But it's so important to have the opportunity to express your honest desires. It's an investment in the future of your sexual relationship. The truth is, a lot of the women around you don't have fulfilling sex lives. And that gives you the opportunity to learn how to change your own approach to intimacy. If you have time alone with your partner, it might be a good idea to bring up the topic. And it can be romantic instead of awkward. Just say, I'm nervous and excited to know that soon we'll be closer physically. I want to make it good for you. So I'd like it if you told me what would satisfy you. What would you like to see me wear? How do you want me to prepare my body? That also gives him the opportunity to go into whatever amount of detail he's comfortable with. First of all, please don't assume that you must be hairless. Nothing wrong with pubic hair at all. Communicate with your SO and find some common ground of what you both like. If you have sugaring somewhere in your city, try this. Not as hot as waxing, but probably better. Just give yourself some days before you let visitors to see your garden, if you know what I mean. You don't need to do this. If it makes you feel happier or more confident, then go for it. But it seems like you are doing it because you think you should, and that is stressing you out. Honestly, I just trim it short using a cheap £15 UK electric razor and call it good enough. I'm 55 and frankly all the tutorials and info sounds way too painful and scary to actually do, given how much razor burn, itching I got with trying to do my legs. And my husband of 25 years doesn't much care, so I hope yours doesn't either. I'm a guy and I love some hair on their backhand index pointing left. Light skin tone. I told my girl that I didn't really care for her to be totally bald. I think she really felt some relief saying that because she could actually be herself and not try so hard to please me, because that's what I wanted, was for her to be comfortable. Slightly smiling face. Don't shave. Trim. You don't have to remove it at all. You don't have to remove all of it. You do what you like. I personally keep it pretty long in the actual pubic areas, covered by underwear. It is more comfortable to be intimate with some friction defense. Trust me. I used to shave. This is better. I trim the areas that would show with a bikini pretty close. Pubic, unless you're an exhibitionist winking face. My wife hated shaving and started going to a place called Honey Bunny to have it waxed. It hurts a lot the first time, but you gradually get used to it. Also, it was nice having a group of women there at the business to talk to about personal grooming habits. I've known her since we were teenagers and she's always been insecure about razor burn. The little bumps never bothered me though. Also, hair down there is natural. She's more like me now in that we keep it trimmed down with electric clippers. But both of us always have some down there. As a dude, I don't care if my partner is bushy or not. Do what is most comfortable for you. If you feel good about yourself, everything is fine. If you want no dots or stubble, waxing is probably the best way to go. It will hurt like hell, especially the first time. But then it's bald for a few weeks. Hard wax, like European Wax Center uses, will be a little gentler. Coming from a more conservative family, it can be intimidating or scary to get it professionally done. But if you're getting engaged soon, it might be helpful to get used to the idea of someone looking at your genitals. You can also discuss preferences with your partner after engagement, marriage, or whenever it's appropriate in your culture. Most men, not sure about your fiancé, don't actually mind some body hair. Everyone is different, of course, so discuss with your partner, but I would recommend going to Target or Best Buy and buying a Manscaped razor. I hate that they called them that, as it just halves your customer base, but anyone can use them and they cut hair but not skin. Great idea if you don't need to go bald completely. I'm sure there's a lot of people who would be mad if you removed their hair from public. Personally, razor burn, the dots, are basically impossible to not end up with after shaving. I still do it though. I've found that exfoliating before helps. That being said, in my opinion, the best way to do it is to use an electric beard trimmer. If you have the money for it, it will be trimmed pretty short. To get more technical, there's obviously a lot of folds and creases down there. I usually take one hand, spread my legs, and try to make it as flat as possible for the area I'm about to shave. Nicks may happen, but practice makes progress. I'm sure a woman could answer better, but from watching my 3 exes give it their best go. There's no real one way that's right or wrong. It all depends on your body type, how much extra skin you have around your vagina, and how flexible you are. My exes all had one thing in common. At some point they'd be standing up with one foot on the side of the tub, half bent over into their crotch using a razor. It's not easy from what I've heard. In terms of the actual shaving, again, you need to know your body and what you're sensitive to. Some shaving cream breaks out some women while others don't, so if you have any allergies you're aware of, keep those in mind. Depending on your bush size, start with an electric razor to get the bulk and then switch to precision with a disposable razor. I hope this helps a bit.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. TooAfraidToAsk is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.